Hi everybody, this is Robert. I'm the CEO and co-founder at Cloud Sigma. In this short video, I'm going to show you how you can easily snapshot and perform certain storage management tasks on your drives within the cloud. I'm logged in already and this is the dashboard. So what we're going to do is I'll boot up a server so you can see it's a live running machine. Then we're going to take a snapshot of the drive and I'll just show you how you can do that and how you can manage them and why. So let's just go into this server that I created called tutorial. This is actually a Debian 8.2 server. So we'll just boot that up. And I just want to go in and show you that it's running and it's a live server first before we do anything. So that's booting up. If I go back, you can see that it's in the process of starting. And it usually takes about 10 to 15 seconds for the machine to become available. So as we can see, when we go back in, we've got the VNC tunnel open. I can open VNC, and you'll see here that if I just type, the server's live and it's working. So I could, of course, go in and log in if I wanted to. So now let's see how we can preserve the state of the server right now, the way it is right now, before this notional security upgrade or whatever might want to appear. So you can see here I'm in the details of the drive, and I can go in and go to snapshots. And you'll see right now we haven't created any snapshots. So we can call this, pre-security update. And then we can create that. And that's immediately created a snapshot. So right now that's got 0 size because there's been no change to data on the drive. And then if I went back to the server, I could, do the security patching, upgrade, etc., etc. And if it was successful, I could always just keep that or delete it if it's not needed anymore. But if there was a problem, what I could do is roll back the system to this snapshotted state. And what we can also do is create a backup of the system while it's still running as it is now. So if we wanted to, we could, so firstly, we can create multiple snapshots. So I can create another one for any reason whatsoever. And that's another snapshot. Now that really doesn't have any difference between the two because there's no data changing on the server. But in a real world scenario, you could obviously have those snapshots scheduled to run every hour and keep 24 copies to have a 24/7, 24-hour window rolling of states, which would be good for something like a database server, etc., etc. So there's a whole lot of use cases for using snapshots. And let's say for whatever reason we wanted to then now create a completely independent copy of all the data from that point in time. Maybe we're going back to recover a system that's become corrupted or whatever it might be. We can just click on this and hit promote. When we hit promote, what it's going to do is it's going to create a completely separate copy of the data as its own drive from that state, from whatever the snapshotted point in time is. So what it does is it goes and clones the drive, which is now complete. And if we go into drives, we can see here that there's a drive called for any reason whatsoever, which was the drive created off the back of the snapshot. And so I could now take that drive, let's say, create a server. I can then mount that drive to the server. Save it, boot it up, and then what you'll find once you've booted it up is it's the identical system that we just cloned, essentially. So customers use this as a way of both backing up data, so they might not actually mount the drive itself. They might simply have it on the shelf, as it were, so that they can just use it as a kind of a data vault. And at the same time, people also use it for system recovery. And also, as I said, as a sort of prophylactic measure, where if they're going to be doing any serious work on a server, they can take a snapshot beforehand, and that gives them that protection that they can then always roll back if something goes wrong. It also protects against other things from users such as accidental deletion and other such use cases on data loss. So I hope that gives you a little bit of a flavor of what you can do and how you can use snapshots to improve your storage management within the cloud, and happy computing.